Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching Cairo Local Time live on Nile TV International. And in this segment of our show, we're going to be talking about social media and in specific with regards to the last National Youth Conference, the 8th National Youth Conference that took place on Saturday, and the discussions that took place around false data or rumors that spread through the internet. We're going to be discussing this and more with our guest here at the studio, Dr.El Saqqa, Professor of IT and Human Development Expert. Hello, sir, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure and honor to be with you here today in a very hot topic like this one.
It's our honor too, and pleasure, sir. Of course, as I mentioned a while ago, that the 8th National Youth Conference discussed the issue of spreading rumors and false information through the internet. Why has social media become an arena to express anger and hatred and judge people instead of a platform for fruitful discussions?
Yes, the point is, if we are looking at the nature of the social media, actually that everyone can say or tell or give whatever he wants to say. There is no control. I mean, and it started with what we call it bloggers or blogging. And even this word is a new word which is coming to our, dictionary. As we say, you remember this word, as you know,
yes.
Blog, it means be logged. It started like be logged. It means to be connected. And then it's converted and is changed and it became be log. So it means what? It's free. You can do whatever you want to do. You can express your ideas, your ways. And there's people, they find this is an outlet, psychological outlet, if they would like to express themselves. This is for individuals. It could be used for organization, even for the level of states, to direct some youth or people or to make game for against even the national security. So it's a very important point. And here they are relying upon psychology and the behavioral science of people. And it takes two ways, actually. It starts with studying the behavior and the way of thinking and what's going around with specific segment, and then they take the actions or the counters according if they want to be good with them or bad with them.
So we've seen a large number of bloggers actually during the past several years on all levels, talking politically, economically, individually, on personal opinion, and even with regards to food and cooking and
everything. Actually, as we know that everyone has his own interest, right? We are all different. There is no fingerprint between two of us. That's why anyone can go in any direction. They will find some audience and admirers for him. So you will have all the difference, the diversities all over bloggers here. And there is another point which encourages them either to prove themselves or to have self-esteem. And on the other side, it is economically. For example, if you are using one of these social media and you are having many, likes or whatever, and who are watching, then they pay you money against
this.
They put
ads and advertisements.
Yes.
Right. Now we're going to go to this report and to know more on lies, how lies easily spread through the social media. Let's have a close look.
According to Ali Hosni, Undersecretary of the General Directorate of Information and Relations at the Interior Ministry, nearly 4 to 6 million fake accounts and pages on Facebook are aiming of spreading rumors among Egyptians. Hosni added that during a seminar organized by the ministry on the danger rumors posed to the community, that those fake accounts that aim at spreading rumors are mostly not just Egyptians or residents of Egypt, but sometimes they spread rumors through their accounts from other countries. On average, it takes more than 12 hours for a false claim to be debunked online, according to the two recent projects that compared how falsehoods and truth spread. One study analyzed rumors on Twitter and found that a rumor that turns out to be true is often resolved within 2 hours of first emerging. but a rumor that proves false takes closer to 14 hours to be corrected. Another study looked at how long it took for a false check or debunking article to be published as a countermeasure to a false story. It found a characteristic lag of approximately 13 hours between the production of misinformation and that of fact-checking. These studies use different methodologies and look at different elements of online rumors and misinformation, but they both provide evidence that falsehoods spread for hours and take hold online before being debunked. Both research groups say their findings highlight the need for better and especially faster approaches to countering online misinformation.
Welcome back, dear viewers. And sorry, from the previous report, do you think that false rumors or false information travels faster and further than the truth?
Oh, yes, I do think so, really. You know,
Why is that?
Yes, I tell you why. Usually that kind of false, it has, it has a kind of excitement, you know, curiosity for the other side. It has some suspense. You know, the way that giving this kind of stories or rumors, usually it attracts the others. Either we are, by our nature, would like to have something that is strange, outstanding. If I'm going to talk about something which is, you know, known for us and normal, it wouldn't attract us to listen or to pay attention for. So usually rumors is working on this way. And we shouldn't forget something. Rumors either to be coming from individuals, and this is a kind of weak one, but it spreads, or it comes from an organization which is working on this, depending upon the behavior or the community that they are addressing to do that. And behind this, there is psychologists and people that they know how to affect and influence people, and this is, it's very dangerous. You know, if we are going, we usually, when we are talking about rumors, we are talking about here our needs, either frightening or welcoming or attracting. For example, we say hope rumors, or we say bad rumors.
Yes.
We say, okay, next month, for example, your raise or your salary is going to be 10 times. Of course, everyone is looking for something like that, and then after 1 month he will be disappointed. So that kind of things, it's planned or pre-planned. So we'll have to take care of it.
Yes, sure. Definitely strange or weird information usually travels faster.
Travel faster and attracts audience, and they have more audience.
Sure. Now, Dean of the Faculty of Mass Communication at Cairo University, Huwaida Mustafa, said that the concept of media education should be followed and taught in schools. How do you see this?
Yeah, absolutely, I do agree with it, absolutely. Actually, we have some experiences. For example, if we talk, for example, Singapore, education process over there, they are relying, you know, extensively on the media. And one of the things that we'll have to concentrate upon, they talk about what we call it 4 C's usually, and now it's coming for education, and it's coming for 6 C's in a very rapid way, very quickly. We start by collaborating, C, the first one, to collaborate. Number 2, communicate. Number 3, critical thinking. Number 4, creativity. And starting with the choice, the freedom of a choice. The student, if he has the freedom and he feels that he can choose the way that he is going to have the topic or whatever he's talking about, he will be more motivated and he will be inspired by that. And the 6th one is caring. If there is some caring from teacher to student, that's couldn't be done, in a lecture student stereotype, but it has to be done through computer and the media, and they give everyone to do it the way he likes. And here we are going to transform from a teacher in a stereotypical traditional way to be a mentor or to be a coach in that case. And this is one of the things that it raises a paradox between the old way or the old-fashioned way or stereotype one, that the teacher is standing and controlling the class and the students. In this case, he is going to leave that kind of control to the students, and they are going to choose whatever they want to do. But on the other side, They are going, this is a trade-off, and they will be inspired by him, and in the same time will be motivated. That's why this is what a kind of paradox that we are talking about in teaching and learning using media.
Yes, sure. Sir, how can people differentiate between fake news or false information and the truth? How can they choose the sources? What are the factors that can help people go to
Yes.
the right sources?
Usually, this topic, especially, I mean, it is covered by what we call it critical thinking, one of the 6 C's for education. I mean, here, critical thinking, I need that me as a receptor or as a receiver for any news, that I'll have to be unbiased. I mean that when I have independent will, I won't be affected, influenced by the others. To follow this, I'll have to check, number one, the source, if this one is biased or unbiased source, number one. Number two, how about the info or the knowledge or the news they are giving? Does it make any difference or affect me or the society or community or my state or my national? This is the second point that we'll have. The third point that we will have to ask, who is going to transfer that kind of knowledge? Did you see it or feel it, or it was transferred by somebody else? And there is another one which is actually psychological. How about you as a receiver or is taking this news? Would you like to believe or not? If we are going to free of all these kind of things, usually we'll never ever accept any news or any rumors direct like this. We'll have to think it over, we'll have to stop at it, and
Check more than one source, maybe.
check more than one source, and the relying sources even that we are talking about. Usually we say something, if you are taking something with your feeling, emotions, you will be affected and influenced, and you will be biased, and you will accept, and will be you will never have an independent will. But in the other way around, if you are going to transform this to cognitive or something logical, definitely you wouldn't be trapped.
Sure. Sir, also at the 8th National Youth Conference, youth called for the youngsters or the youth stop being addicted to the social media.
Yeah.
How far did the addiction to the social media, and especially with the new generations, how did it affect their social life, their relationship with family and friends and so on?
Really, it's very dangerous and it's very bad. And nowadays we are talking about what we call it internet psychology, because it has a huge, a negative impact on the family and relative, and even sometimes they are gaining some, psychological deviation by just sitting and talking with their virtual reality, either through games or chat. He doesn't see what on the other side, so they lose communication with others. They lose how to collaborate that we started with, even the creativity, and they will be exhausted. Unfortunately, that kind of thing, it attracts them, and they find themselves excited. By the second day, they go very exhausted. They won't be able to work. If it's just learner, they won't be able to learn in a proper way. If their employees are working, this is dangerous. It's destroying, the community.
And it even affects their sportive life.
Definitely.
Being sportive,
Yes.
for the youngsters. And
How come? Because they don't move. They're sitting.
They don't have the time.
They don't have the time. They don't have. They don't move. They are sitting all the time, eating. All that kind of things. Yes.
How far can social media affect or mobilize the public opinion?
It has a very high effect on that. Because actually. Psychological, once again, if you are going to listen to something, and repetitively and repeating this one and one, you believe it, the number one. Number two, on the other side, if more than one source and people that are handling this one and they are talking about certain phenomena or rumor or about person or whatever, you are going to have your opinion about that, and it's not good. So it affects everything. It affects your point of view about something, either bad or good, It affects you of the wave perception, how you are going to perceive things. That's why this could be used in a good way and in a bad way. You know, if we
It
would
can
like,
also affect people's feelings towards a
definitely,
certain person.
definitely, yes,
It can
because
provoke hatred to some
yes,
people.
hatred, anger, or love,
Or
caring.
love.
On the other side, yes,
Yes.
all emotions. Yes, they can play with emotions. It affects emotions. Yes.
How far does it affect or threat the social security of a country?
It does, you know, and there is many programs which it has been done by, I mean, different intelligence, you know, against different countries. People, they are attracted to talk. I remember something, I always keep talking about this. It was a project, you know, designed by, yes, the other side, and this was directed to Arab countries, you know, to specific countries. What they were doing, they were collecting some girls, like a call center. Behind them, there was a psychologist who are directing them to say or talk. Whenever we say girl, we think that the girl is going to talk about sex or something like that. No, it wasn't like this. It was just because the girls or female, they are patient enough, they can talk in a way, they can attract the other. And they start talking in a normal way, how the things are going, how you're doing, where do you live, I live in so on. Of course, they are telling them fake stories. By this project, they said that they have collected information, intelligence information, in a very low cost, which is not compared with another one, because actually we'll have to talk, and people, they would like to show off, and they talk and talk and talk. They take all that kind of information. It's analyzed and see the economics, the drawbacks, what people thinking, what they're looking for, what here are their issues. It comes after this, and how to attack and tackle this kind of thing. So it plays two parts. The first one, how to make a survey and reconnaissance to know what's going on, and then the counters, if they would like to destroy or to change the ID even of the people and youngsters we are looking forward for them.
Right. Sir, how far does rumors fuel anxieties in the society during this internet age?
Yes, actually it does. Because here, if that kind of rumors is talking about their future, and if they are talking about its black future, what are you going to do? Here there is no job opportunity. There is nothing is better than that you are. Then people, of course, will be at the beginnings, they will believe in it, and then will be disappointed, and they could reach to depression even. So it affects and give them anxiety, and they will many psychological disease and issues with that kind of that. We can use it in the other way as well. We give them hope, optimistic, positive energy. Yes, all that. On the other side, we can let them, what are you going, how do you accept the way that you are living? Do you think that something will happen? Do you think so?
Negative energy.
Negative energy. And then they spot, or they are directing them to the black area of their life. That's why they will be worried, anxious, and they will feel, some of them, you know, if we are going to concentrate on that, people, they may commit a suicide.
Right. Do you believe that the economic situation of a country can also be affected by social media?
Sure. From different points of view, different perspectives. If we are going to hit and aim our youth or people or the workforce and make them lazy and then direct them just to spend most of their time with the internet and talking for useless and wasting their time, so they lost their energy. So they have no energy. They don't have to concentrate in their work, in their study. They won't be innovative. They won't be creative. This is one point. The second point, as you have just mentioned before, that will be anxious. They will be here depressed, frustrated, so they will have negative energy. This is on the negative side. On the positive side, if we would like to, once again, instead of demotivating, we'll have to motivate them and show them tomorrow is better than today, and you have many opportunities, and let them use that kind of opportunities in a way that will be economically, in an economic, it will have a revenue. On the other side, which is better, I'm talking about the negative part, about the positive one, we have a hell of opportunities for people instead of wasting their energy in these bad things to use it and they gain money, you know, and make fortune of this. Anyone that he knows how, you know, a very simple level of computer and English, you know, he can earn a lot of money while he is sitting in his home and making some promotion for a product, and this is a positive side. And there is a lot of things for opportunities through internet and through social media as
to
well.
make money.
Yes.
Right. Dr. El Sayed El Saqqa, Professor of IT and Human Development Expert, thank you very much for your valuable insights, sir, and for your presence.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for having me once again. It's been pleasure and honor for me to be with you and discuss that hot topic. Thanks a lot.
It's my pleasure
looking
also,
forward
sir.
to carry on, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you. Dear viewers, with this we come to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Stay tuned for more coming up here on Nile TV International.